Hey everybody, Kale here. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new and joining us for the first time, welcome. So we've got a lot to share today, so I'm going to dive right in. If you are new, the way that I do readings is that I sit in ceremony at home and I write down the messages, and then I do the video. So I come here, I'll show you the cards, and I'll relay what's written down. And just so y'all know, again, I'm utilizing the Tarot of the Witch's Garden, okay, by Sasha and Nataša. Ilínčíć. I looked it up this time. Side note, it's very windy today, so I'm trying to make sure I project loud enough in case the gusts pick up even more than they already are here. I also use the companion guide, and actually going to use this a lot today. Share a lot from it today. The Secrets of the Witch's Garden. It's fantastic resource. So first I'm just going to dive into kind of set the context of where we are. So today, Saturday, February 21st, 2026, we are still in the waxing crescent moon phase. We have Aries moving into Taurus today. And yesterday was the 20th, okay? Yesterday, Saturn and Neptune were in exact conjunction at 0 degrees Aries, all right, which has not happened since 1703, and before that, it was 1380, all right? So big moment. This is actually the beginning and opens the way for a brand new 36-year cycle. All right, so this is going to shape your life's direction from now until 2061. So it's a big moment. And I want to give a quick shout out to 3 folks who I got this information from. So, and this is folks from Threads. So at kj.atlas, at unveil the invisible, and at ask.arion. And I will post these below in the description. So thank you to them for providing this information and wisdom. So yes, brand new 36-year cycle. So what does that mean? So this is a time where we are dropping illusion, we are dropping confusion, and we are stepping into clear direction, commitment, and the materialization of our vision, okay? We have 36 years for this, all right? Like it's starting now. We've been preparing for it. Things are falling away, things are emerging. We've got a long way to go, but this is the time, this is the moment. This is what we're sinking into. All right, so this particular moment, we're going into the grounding, we're going into the infrastructure. All right, so things may be reorganizing in your life, stabilizing, falling away, taking shape. All right, there's something very specific seeking to emerge through you at this time and through the next 36 years, okay? And we also see this playing out on the big stage, right? Reorganizing, destabilizing, making the way for other things to stabilize, right? New things to take shape, things are falling away, crumbling. We all know the moment that we're in. We're watching it, and we have this also in our collective lives, okay? And this is a great moment. This is a great moment for what we are going to bring in, for what each of us collectively is bringing in over these next 36 years, okay? This is the time. So, that being said, this exact moment today, we can take it slow, right? Like, we've got 36 years. There's not a rush to this. There's no need to delay, no need to resist, but we can move slowly. We can let this sink in, let things reorganize, let things clarify, move forward with steady action. Again, no rushing around. We can ground the energy and see what's here for us. All right, so let's do that. And yeah, I really wanted to do a destiny spread again. I wanted to in the last reading, and again, it was not the reading that was being called on today. I really tried. I wanted to do what about a combination? No, absolutely not, because I love the questions. It seemed to fit the moment. But the message here was actually that the Sacred Soul spread matches the energy of this exact moment today, and it seems as though the leaders of the tarot, the guides here that are working with us, they are really wanting us to dig deep into the infrastructure right now within ourselves. So we're going to explore that. Okay, this is about getting in touch with the deepest and highest aspects of the self. So here we go. We got 5 questions, 5 cards. Okay, so the first question that the spread asks and answers is, why am I here? And we have coming through strong with the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, why am I here? 9 of Pentacles. This is the card of pleasure. All right, so why are you here? You are here for joy. Okay, you are here for joy. Sasha writes in the description the phrase, linger in luxurious care. So beautiful. It's so beautiful. All right, so the messages are, you're full of pleasure, power, and emotion. You're a part of something bigger. You're part of a collective story. You are here to carry on a lineage. All right, that's what this 9 of Pentacles is about. You're here to carry on a lineage, whatever that means for you. Could be relating specifically to your DNA, your ancestry, galactic DNA, perhaps, other collectives or lineages you have an affinity towards, feel a part of. You are here to carry on that lineage, the creativity and the ritual of that lineage. All right, and your work in the world should be something that you enjoy, right? It's a treat to yourself. It comes at the intersection of service, joy, and fun. That's what I've experienced for myself, is that it comes at that intersection of service, joy, and fun. Okay, this is about knowing who you are at your core, letting that shine through beautifully and authentically, and this is your destiny. Your destiny here is to have that pleasure, is to bask in joy and fulfillment, right? To let that light shine through you. Okay, so that's why we're here. We are here for pleasure and joy and for all of the good. All right, second card here, second question and answer. What nourishes my soul? All right, and we've got Queen of Cups upright. Just like we've actually got all upright today. Wow. So Queen of Cups upright position. All right, and she just looks so serene, so tuned in, so relaxed, and that squirrel is all about it. Yeah, for sure. All right, and so Sasha has a beautiful poem that she has for each card, and I wanted to read this one. Strength lies inside vulnerability, flowing stream of possibility. To comfort others is a gentle skill. Fill the cup and drink your fill. All right, so that nourishment is coming from this comfort to others. All right, so this is the Cancer card. Okay, she is the creative essence of water. And to me, when I read that, that meant, you know, water is nourishment. It brings life, you know, it gives life, it offers life, and sustenance. And she's the creative essence of that life, of what nourishes, the creative essence of what nourishes. Okay, that's what we're sinking into. That's what we're basking in. You know, talk about like what nourishes the soul. Wow, like nourishment itself, being that, allowing that to come through and be us and come through us and move us and hold us. Okay, so the Queen of Cups has the gifts of understanding and deep empathy. All right, she is a natural healer, and she holds space for others, allowing them to be themselves. Okay, so two things come in strong to me, which are embodying the state, you know, embodying these gifts that nourish the soul, and 2, that it becomes all the more nourishing when we are allowing that for ourselves. Not only are we embodying it and providing it for others, but that embodiment allows us to experience that too, allows our souls to be nourished in that nourishing. Okay, she also reflects a liminal space where potentials merge. Okay, she reflects a liminal space where potentials merge. And what I took from that is that there may be something about the merging of your gifts the blending, the creative blend of your gifts, a unique expression for the merging of your gifts that's coming into play during this time, or that will be evolving over these next 36 years. And maybe you've had kind of an inkling about what that is, and maybe not yet. Maybe that's what's coming forth right now. But there's this liminal space for potentials to emerge. So there's different things, multiple things happening at once here, and in a very clear way. And so it'll click into place. Okay, and so this is, stepping into these gifts, embracing these gifts. All right, it's going to be nourishing to your soul to do this. Going to go back to that pleasure, that joy, that light. Okay, and as I was in my ceremony doing this part, like, I had my hand motions were wanting to, like, do this during this time. I'm like, okay, like, this is the energy. All right, this is the merging. There's like a swirling happening right now. Okay, and a swirling, and then it's going to come through. See, it's like a cup. It was like the cup. Very cool, very cool. It's all in flow. It's all in flow, y'all. All right, so, and looking at my notes here, I think that's it for this card. Okay, so yeah, this is the key stuff. Okay, this is what's nourishing us right now. Okay, this is what's nourishing us during this time. All right, card number 3. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, perfect, the wind just picked up. How can I best care for the soul? We've got Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords upright. I laugh because swords are ruled by and connected to the air element, and the wind it's amazing. I love it. It's perfect. All right, so this card, the Ace of Swords, this is the card of inception. Okay, this is where it all begins. It's perfect. This is where it all begins, where it all starts. Okay, this is the root of the powers of air. Oh, it is. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but yeah, you can probably see. All right, well, let's maybe calm down a little bit. I'm going to read from the book here because I just wanted to go a little bit deeper into the powers of air. And so Sasha writes, swords align with the element of air. Air moves as fast as the mind. It is the quality of wind during a storm of thoughts. It is the buoyancy of oxygen filling the lungs and the pace of the breath, depending on how one perceives what is happening to them. A sword slices through the air quickly. Swords, like words, can wound or protect. Swords are often the scariest suit of the deck because they are where personal judgments are made. Swords reflect the witch's inner voice. All right, that is what we're looking at with the powers of the air. And just to clarify too, for those who may not know, the swords are reflective of thoughts, ideas, stories, inner and outer voice, perception, decisions, communication. Okay, so this is coming in at a perfect time. So what we're looking at then with the Ace of Swords, okay, again, this is where it starts. This is where it all starts, okay? This is mental acuity. Okay, this is all sides being considered. All right, Sasha writes that the clouds gather as an entry point from the invisible world. She writes that a new illumination, a single fresh idea, has the power to change a life's course and thus the world. All right. She writes that the secret to the Ace of Swords is to trust your first instinct. All right, so this is all coming together. Okay, we just were talking about what it is that's going to be nourishing the soul. All right, we're talking about what we're here for, that joy, that pleasure, tuning into those gifts, allowing this merging of possibilities, allowing your creativity to come out in new and different ways, this blending perhaps. Again, we're setting the stage here. So this is about the infrastructure for what we're building for the next 36 years, okay? And the guidance here is to trust your first instinct. You know what this is, all right? This is about taking action and staying the course, following the plan, sitting with that discomfort, our favorite thing to do. And this is, above all things, about trusting yourself, all right? This is really big on trusting yourself, all right? And so The upright direct messages from Sasha here are clear thinking, winning thoughts, trusting what you know, excellent plans, sharp instincts, triumph, your first thought is well conveyed, ideas come swiftly, and action is sure to follow. Okay? And so the overall messaging here, again, by trusting yourself. How can I best care for the soul? You can trust yourself. You can trust yourself now. You can follow your initial instincts. You can walk the course and take action. All right? You can trust it. You can go with it. You can follow through. Man. Stillness. It's so awesome. I love it. I love how it works. It's great. Beautiful moment for a breath. All right. Question 4 and answer 4. What wants to emerge? All right. As the wind comes back, what wants to emerge? Okay. And we've got the Page of Wands in upright. Page of Wands in upright. Okay. This is the spellcaster. All right. This is season of summer. Okay. Sasha writes, creature of fire, child of light, lost in wonder, visions bright. Anything's possible, right on track. Spirit animals and guides, watch your back. I love it. You are so blessed during this time. You're protected, you're guided. Anything is possible, okay? And I'm actually, again, I told you, I'm taking a lot from the book today, okay? And I'm you know, sprinkling in other messages and commentary, but today was a strong book day. It just fit. It's where we are. And I will stop explaining that. All right. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit from here just because it was so beautiful. It's perfect, I thought. The Page of Wands reflects primordial passion in an adventurous soul. Okay, so primordial, inception, okay, and looking up the exact definition, primordial meaning existing at or from the beginning of time, primeval, okay? Existing at or from the beginning of time. This is inception. All right, this has been here. This has been planted in your soul from the beginning of time, ready to emerge in this moment. Okay, this is the original source, the original catalyst. Okay, continuing on. She springs from the fire of a lightning bolt at the roots of an overturned tree. She is the weaver of spells, a fire starter, a shooting spark of excitement. She is fueled by the desire of her imagination and gives complete attention to what arrests her. It was like, arrests, okay? Meaning seizes, captures, captivates, okay? It's a sudden stoppage, cessation of motion. And so the questions that came through for me upon reading that definition were like, what reorients your world? Like what captures you? What makes time stand still? What is that? What is that you fall into? You know, and I could even say, like, when I go to sit down in ceremony for a reading and then I get in that, it is a whole nother world. Time stops and I'm just in it, okay? Like, what is that? What is that creative passion and purpose and light for you, that joy, that pleasure? What reorients your world? What makes time stand still? Okay, trust that. You can trust that instinct. You can trust what's emerging at this time as you sit with that, what comes forth, okay? Let's see. The Page of Wands appears in a reading to reflect states of excitement and wonder. This is it. This is what we're in. This is the moment. Adventure and the open road sing a siren song when she sits on your shoulder. Her laughter leads you toward the grand adventure. Her spirit animal is the white fox, who reflects playfulness and good luck. See? Playfulness, that joy, that light, that pleasure. Curiosity is her teacher. Cleverness shines through her passionate gaze. Okay? Yeah, this is great. This is a great card. Okay, so what the question again was, what wants to emerge? Like this, that. That is what wants to emerge, like the primordial feeling, that purpose, right? What that is, that thing, that which makes time stand still. That is what is seeking to emerge right now. That which makes time stand still. And that's going to be different for all of us. So what is that for you? Okay. Page of Wands. Beautiful. Did I finish reading that? Yeah. Sure. But why not? I'll read the upright here. Follow passion, trust instinct, play with what intrigues you. Good luck abounds, freedom surrounds you, stoke enthusiasm, youthful energy. Yeah, here we are. That's what we're doing. That's what we've got. Are we already on the last card? We're already on the last card. Already. I mean, it's 20 minutes later, right? Okay. But here we are. We are on the last card. All right. We're closing it in. Beautiful ending, by the way, I will say. So the fifth and final question and answer, it asks, how can I best honor myself? Okay, how can I best honor myself? And we've got the Lovers in upright. Lovers in upright, okay? Again, I'm going back to the book here a bit, just because it's got some juicy stuff. So, Lovers, okay? The first sentence that she writes, you are overcome with giddiness, stepping towards the garden's vast orchards. It just fits so beautifully with that energy of passion and joy and that youthfulness. You're overcome with giddiness, stepping toward the garden's vast orchards. Like, you're basking in it, you're stepping into all of that possibility, and it's making you giddy. It's a giddy time in that way. You know, this is so the direct question of how can I best honor myself? Pursue pleasure. This comes right back around to the beginning. Okay, why are you here? You're here for the pleasure, you're here for the joy. And the thing is, I know that this is so contradictory even to like what to what many of us have been taught in perhaps like religious settings or religious environments, whether that's growing up or if it's something you experience later on in life. You know, and perhaps some of you even got punished for pleasure at times, or having moments of being a childlike self and expressing just joy and fun, and perhaps being again shamed for that, you know, yelled at, having that light go out in those moments and creating a deep wound. And so perhaps for you this time is about sinking into that healing in an even deeper way. You know, you've perhaps been taught, and again, depending on particular religious, you know, teachings, that tuning into your body and the pleasure of the body was sinful, you know, quote unquote, and that actually then ended up disconnecting you or many of us from our body's intuition, from feeling like it was okay to move in that direction of joy and pleasure. You know, it created this self-doubt, and that, friends, was missing the mark, right? That's some of you may know, like that's the definition of sin, is to miss the mark, and really, you know, that teaching is what misses the mark. All right. And so this is definitely about tuning into the body, getting back to that, feeling into yourself, connecting with that, feeling into your intuition. You know, it's where stuff is all living in our bodies. You know, and I think truly, you know, it's like the only danger, I mean, maybe I shouldn't say only, that's a very concrete statement to make, but the thing that came to mind for me as like the risk is the risk of overindulgence, right? And like, you know, from time and again, you know, I think it's okay to indulge, you know, everything in balance though, you know, and a wide view of balance, everything in balance and moderation, right? Eat too much cake and you're going to get a tummy ache. You know, like, we know our body's going to give us feedback, right? So it is about that balance and moderation, and like, you know, it's okay to do that from time to time, to obviously always keeping your health in mind. And I mean, you know, if you have specific situations, please be mindful of that. But just overall, just generally, just like that energy of allowing, that energy of receiving pleasure. Okay, like that's what's honoring to yourself right now. All right, and I love them relaxing like under this apple tree. Like, I just, immediately my mind is going to this like Adam and Eve situation, right? And it's just kind of like, I don't know if Sasha meant for this, or not, but I suppose Nataša in her illustration. But it's almost like I kind of saw it as this like kind of F you to like this notion of, all of the sin and the apple, and it wasn't even an apple, actually it was a different fruit at that time. But like, look at them, like this is the answer, y'all. Like, it's the love is the way. I think Mark just said that yesterday, Mark Mesidorian, check him out. This is the way, like this is where the healing happens, in love. Okay, like they're nourished. This is nourishing. Okay, let's see, do you have anything else? I think that really covers it. All right, so just to do a quick recap again, this was how you can best honor yourself, and like, allowing that love, healing that inner child, healing the relationship, connection to your body, trusting that intuition, basking in it, slowing down, relaxing, basking in it, connection. Okay, so to make our trail through one last time, if I can do this with the wind, we'll see. All right, woo, doggies, 26 minutes, wow. All right, thanks for hanging in there, if you did. If not, well, that's okay. All right, so why am I here? 9 of Pentacles. You're here for joy, you're here for pleasure, you're here to be your true, authentic self. You're here to express freely, creatively, uniquely. You're here to carry on the lineage, allow those gifts to come through. That was actually the next one. It's all gifts, but that's fine. This is your destiny. All right, here we go. Queen of Cups. What nourishes my soul? This was the gifts one. All right, so embracing those gifts, you're allowing that comfort and understanding to be extended, nourishing others by embodying nourishment, nourishing the self. Okay, allowing for all possibilities and the merging of gifts. All right, we've got third card, how can I best care for the soul? By trusting yourself. Ace of Swords, Inception, this is where it all starts. Trusting that instinct, all right? Trusting that first instinct, following through, walking it out, all right? What's coming through at this time, this is the destiny, right? This is the infrastructure. This is how you're building, all right? For the next 36 years. Okay, 4, Page of Wands, what wants to emerge? This primordial essence, the thing that's been there for the whole time, that thing that makes time stand still for you. That's what's emerging at this time. All right, that's what we're tapping into, tuning into. Okay. Again, trust that first instinct. Trust that first instinct. Playfulness, curiosity. Okay. And again, how can I best honor myself? Love, baby. With love, pursue that pleasure, allow it, bask in it, take your time, let it nourish you, heal that inner child, heal those wounds, heal the guilt and the shame, okay? We're letting go of those old ways of thinking like we had in the last reading, okay? And if some of you are feeling really tuned into that, like the kind of letting go of some of those old thoughts, you might want to check out the previous reading from a couple days ago. That might resonate a little bit. Okay, we don't have to fear this. We don't have to fear the love and the pleasure. All right, we can go into it. We can let it heal us. We can let it nourish us. We'll know when it's out of balance. We'll know if we're overindulging, if something's not quite right or we're not quite resonant with it, but we can move forward slowly. Okay, there's no rush here, no delay, but no rush. All right, we can relax. Okay? This is the way. All right? Love is the way. This is how we heal in connection. I had a former coach once tell me, Brandon Archer, he said, you know, we get hurt in connection, and so we must heal in connection. Okay? This is where we're at. This is what's happening right now, on the micro and on the macro. Okay? Times are changing. I had a whole nother page here for the lovers. I think we pretty much covered it. You know, it's letting love in. Oh, I was going to read from you from the book. I don't actually feel called to do that in this moment. I don't think we need it. We've got it covered. You know, this is a vulnerable time. It's about vulnerability. This is a devotional energy, okay? Devotional energy. This is our life force. All right? So, yeah, that feels complete. This is where we are. Okay? This is what we're rooting into, all right? This love, these passions, all right? This healing, these gifts. This is where the magic is, y'all. This is where the magic is. Yeah. We're complete here. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. I loved it. I had a blast. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening, whatever time this meets you. And I'll see you in the next one.